Hello, my name is Cesar. Please do not take this video as tax advice. If you have a specific question, send me an email and we can have a consultation at no charge for people who watch this video. So this is for information purposes only, and these are just examples. I am an enrolled agent licensed with the IRS, so I can represent clients when they have problems with the IRS, as well as preparing individual and business tax returns. I am also licensed in the United States Tax Court. And this video is to reply to a question for people living in Spain who spend 183 days or more, and can they escape being a Spanish tax resident by obtaining letter 6166 or US resident certification. And I will explain that now. My opinion is that no, you cannot, and I will explain why. These are the instructions for Form 8802. I have highlighted the important parts. If you want this or all the materials I used to prepare this video, send me an email and I'll send that to you. Now, all US citizens are tax residents of the US according to the internal law of the United States. So if you meet the threshold, you have to file and pay taxes in the US. Sometimes if you live in, or most of the time, if you live in a country with a higher tax rate than the US, like Spain, your taxes in the US are probably gonna be zero, but you still have to file a tax return. Now, the US has treaties with many countries, including Spain. And so let's say that you have investments in Spain, and then because you're a foreigner, the Spain says to the bank or to the investment house, please withhold, 20, 25, 30% on this person. But since there is a treaty, we may have a preferential rate, maybe 50, maybe 10%. So we can use this form to tell to the bank, hey, yes, you need to withhold 30%, but I'm a US tax resident. There is a treaty, please withhold only 10%. So this is the reason why this exists. All right, and okay, and after you receive the letter, you need to give it to your withholding agent. Now, you have to determine if you qualify for this letter under the tiebreaker rule of the treaty, not simply because you are a US tax resident, because we are all US tax residents if you are a US citizen. There is a user fee for this form. You can pay it online through pay.gov, and you need to pay it following the instructions of the form. And you can fax this form. I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you send it here. If you're outside the US using a private delivery service, I can provide that to you if you don't know what that is or you cannot find it. And I want to point out something here, that I see a problem with somebody getting this letter if they live in Spain 183 days. Well, first of all, I don't think they qualify to begin with. And also, if they plan to make a claim that they are not a US resident for treaty purposes, then they are taking an inconsistent position. So that is problematic. So, and you can read it right here in the instructions. Also, if you are a US citizen and you live in Spain 183 days, you are tax resident of both countries. When you do that, you have to submit a statement that you qualify under the tiebreaker rule, and I believe you wouldn't qualify. I mean, everybody's different, but I don't think you will qualify. All right. So let's look at the tax treaty. The tax treaty Article 4 talks about the tiebreaker rules. Now you can read it. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it's interesting to me that when they are defining tax residency, they leave citizenship out explicitly. Now, they have something here that says or other criterion of similar nature, but they don't specifically write citizenship here. And that's interesting to me. I think this means that you cannot get the letter U because you are a US citizen. And also not directly related to this topic, but if you receive income from Spain and you are not a resident of Spain, let's say interest, you might still need to file a Spanish tax return as a non-resident. I will try to make another video with a Spanish tax lawyer so he can provide his perspective, but for now, this is my interpretation. Now, the tiebreaker rules are here that you can read in the video, or if you send me an email, I can send the tax treaty to you. And let's focus on the second tiebreaker, where it says that you are a resident for purposes of this treaty where you have your habitual abode. Now, I found this presentation from the IRS, and it says that your habitual abode is, excuse me, where you have greater presence during the calendar year. So once you spend 183 days in Spain, then your habitual abode is Spain. So there you go. See. So if you need help, I had an example of the form, but I decided not to include it in the video because there are so many situations that may or may not apply to you. I don't want to confuse. If you need help preparing this form, you can hire me to do it, or you can prepare it yourself by reading the instructions. I can email you the instructions to the form itself, the tax treaty, and the IRS presentation so you can look it up. Otherwise, you can send me an email, cesar@cesartax.com. Please don't take this as tax advice. This is information only. I'll try to get a Spanish tax lawyer take on this, and then when I do it, I will post it. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share this with somebody who you think might need it. And talk to you soon. Bye-bye.